While taking biology sophomore year, my teacher covered the topic of stem cells and briefly mentioned embryonic stem cell research. This topic resonated with me because of the ethical concerns attached to this research. Oftentimes people are not sure what stem cells are, let alone the different types of them, and the potential that they have when it comes to medical research. I have read a couple books on this topic prior to my research for this assignment, and have spoken on the issue in front of my science class. It is something I feel very passionate about and something that everyone should be informed of. I know from audience analysis that most of you guys have a job or soon will have a job. By having a job, individuals pay federal government taxes that are taken out of their paychecks. With that money, the federal government then allocates it to certain organizations, and embryonic stem cell researchers are pushing for some of those funds. Therefore, your tax dollars may or may not eventually be supporting this. And being informed on this topic will make you a more informed citizen. Today I will provide you information about what embryonic stem cell research is, how it applies to the medical world, and the controversies that come along with such research. To begin, I'll explain the fundamentals of stem cells. Stem cell research published by Greenhaven Press in 2009 states the definition of stem cells as generic cells within the body that make exact copies of themselves. They also have the ability to produce a number of specialized cells, such as heart muscle cells, liver tissue cells, and others. There are two basic types of stem cells: adult stem cells, and embryonic stem cells. Stem cells are found within the body and make up tissues, for example, our heart, and oftentimes when people fall ill to disease or cancer, it is because of damaged cells. However, stem cells can be replaced by similar stem cells that perform the same function. And what is special about embryonic stem cells is that they can replace all stem cells because they have no specific function. Adult stem cells, however, do have a specific function, therefore they cannot serve the same purpose. Now that I have described what stem cells are and what differentiates embryonic stem cells from adult stem cells, I'll tell you why they are significant to medical research. Joseph Pano states in his book, The New Biology, written in 2010, that embryonic stem cells hold such importance over other stem cells due to their plasticity during embryonic development. Plasticity of cells means that they have the ability to take on characteristics of other cells and conform to new functions. Due to their plasticity, Dr. Pano also says that embryonic stem cells can be used to treat and possibly cure a wide variety of diseases. This is why there is so much hope in the research and the potential that embryonic stem cells will be able to cure certain diseases. Several diseases that are being studied with the use of embryonic stem cells are heart disease, diabetes, and immune deficiencies, to name a few. Dr. Pano in his book states that diabetes, which is a terminal disease and is caused by the lack of function in the pancreas, could be helped by the use of embryonic stem cells. Pano proceeds to say that diabetes is treated with insulin injections daily and that enable the pancreas to continue its daily functions. However, since embryonic stem cell research, they have found a way to differentiate embryonic stem cells to perform specific functions of normal pancreatic cells that secrete insulin. Now I'll explain how they conducted the research and the ethical controversies that surround this part of the research. Many embryos are thrown out each year, and this is why research is an alternative purpose for those unused embryos. Research can only be conducted with donated embryos. And there's still controversy towards whether or not they are killing potential fetuses. Those who believe that life begins at conception are those that argue against embryonic stem cell research. Robert Menendez, co-sponsor of stem cell research enhancement, says that in the book Stem Cell Research, people should have the right to donate their unused embryos from in vitro fertilization instead of discarding them. In support of the issue, Menendez proceeds to talk about how life-saving capabilities that embryonic stem cells have, and that they are not supporting this, and that by not supporting this research, people are denying others the possibility of a better life. However, the public's opinion, which is shown in the table, public opinion of embryonic stem cell research, remained firm, with 52% of people in 2002 voting that it was morally unacceptable and 54% saying the same thing in 2003. Of course, this controversy over whether the research is ethical or not, and there is controversy over whether the research program should receive federal funding or not. Fry Revere Singret, in his academic journal titled Federal Embryonic Stem Cell Funding Embryonic Stem Cell Research, noted that 5 states have allocated funds to embryonic stem cell research, those being New Jersey, Connecticut, California, Illinois, and Maryland. On the other hand, the federal government has not approved these funds, but Sigrid Fry Revere noted some states have allocated funds for their research. After describing what stem cells are, the importance of embryonic stem cells, and compared to adult stem cells, and ethical concerns surrounding this research, I hope you guys have a better understanding of this topic. Today I have touched on what stem cells are, the importance of embryonic stem cells in medical research, and the concerns surrounding embryonic stem cell research. I hope you guys have a better understanding. Now, whenever you hear embryonic stem cell research, be in politics or in the news, you will have a better understanding of what it is. As I stated in my introduction, many of you guys contribute to the federal government through taxes, which is what these researchers are pushing for through tax dollars. You now also have a better understanding of what embryonic stem cell research is.